All right, guys, what is going on? We are back with another video. This video is probably just going to be a short, little, simple one, but all we're doing is I got my headliner back from the auto upholsterer. So they did a beautiful job on it. It looks amazing. It costed me about 300, we'll say 350 to round it, but it was just under 350. Took about a week, which is fine with me. I got to daily drive it. Daily drove it without a headliner, which really isn't too bad, but we're putting it back in now. My brother-in-law is going to help me again with it. If you guys basically need an explanation, you drop everything that's on the roof, all the pillars and everything come off, and then it pops down, and then you go ahead and basically reverse the process for it. So I'll do a quick time lapse of it while we're doing it, and I try not to get in the way, but try to learn at the same time, and hopefully you guys learn some as well. So enjoy the time lapse. All right, guys, so here's the final product. He just left, so I'm going to just go walk through it with you. But basically, we just put everything back together. It looks amazing. He wiped down the handles, so the handles are nice and fresh. I mean, again, I'm not going to make it perfect because it's almost an 18-year-old truck, so I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but it's way better than it was. I can't thank him enough. I could have done it. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of people that say, oh, if you would have done it, you would have done it, or if you could do it, you would have done it. The reason I didn't do it was because I didn't know how to necessarily. I can learn. I mean, everything in life is take things apart, remember how you took it apart, and put it back together. Doesn't matter what you're dealing with, everything's that simple once you really break it down and think about it. But either way, I didn't want to deal with it because auto upholstery and interiors and everything like that for cars, trucks, all sorts of different things, it's brittle. Me being a mechanic, brittle doesn't really work with me. I'm used to, you know, just shaking it a little bit and it slides in or whatever it takes. But either way, I'm beyond happy. I'm thankful that he was able to help me out. I could have done it, probably would have broke some shit, probably would have broke some stuff, but either way, I could have done it and spent 2 hours doing it. He spent an hour, 30 minutes, 2 chunks of 30 minutes to do it, and I'm beyond thankful. I did some other stuff. I actually took off a rack that went right here. Might have been for like ATVs or something, or no, it wouldn't have been for ATVs. Well, might have been for ATVs, dirt bikes, something like that. Either way, he took that. I was like, whatever, you can take that. So all I have to do now is buff the upper and lower headlights, see how they turn out. Hopefully I don't need a new headlight, new headlight assembly. If I do, it's not that big of a deal. But either way, I'm gonna try and give this truck a car wash real quick. I got my new snow cannon and everything, so I want to try that out. And then I'm gonna try swapping back to the factory intake because we have a check engine light that is MAF related. So sometimes aftermarket intakes throw check engine lights for weird things. A MAF sensor could easily be included in that. So yeah. Still got a couple more things to do on this, but either way, it's pretty much done. I probably won't make a video on doing the headlights just because it's super simple, but I might still do it at the same time. I'm just trying to wrap this up and get on to the next project just because I want something new to mess with, and I enjoy learning and doing things. I don't enjoy just driving a stock vehicle and doing that. I enjoyed having this as a daily. For the little bit of time I did. I work outside as a day job, so I really didn't enjoy getting the Subaru interior dirty, but either way, I really enjoyed doing this. Working on trucks, working on cars, doing all that type of stuff has been beyond fun. I'll continue to do it probably for the rest of my life. Kids and everything, I don't care. I'll be doing it. The Subaru's obviously a blast. The Mini's a blast. So this is part of what I do, and this is part of the journey I want to take you guys along with. So without further ado, I'm going to get a car wash real quick, and then I'm going to go ahead and try and do that factory airbox swap. Hopefully I have all the parts to do it. So yeah, here we go. All right, so as you guys can see, we have the vehicle turned on to accessory mode. We have a check engine light. It's on while the car's running too. Have my scanner hooked up to it, watching some TikToks, no big deal. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna swap out to the stock airbox hopefully, and see if that takes away the check engine light. So here we go. Alright, so as you guys can see, we have the factory intake back on. At first I didn't think it was going to fit, but everything works out. So this will tell us, because this is factory, so nothing should be wrong in this. I checked the air filter before I even put it on, and it looked pretty clean. So I might check it again just to confirm. But either way, if I still have a check engine light, the map sensor is most likely junk. Not reading right, I don't know, anything like that. But either way, everything's good plugged in on that. I can always check the wiring to it too, but it doesn't go very far. I have every little thing plugged in on this, so I'm gonna go take it for a test drive in a little bit, and then I will see if the check engine light went away. If not, you guys will see an update on that, but I believe this should fix it. And before anyone tries to roast me on this about, I always say I'm gonna wash the vehicle and use the foam cannon. Every time I go to try and do something here, just because we are still, we're about making money at the shop, so we don't really spend time looking at little things until we need to use it. But this end and both sides of these ends don't fit with that. So these two currently don't work together, which kind of sucks. I'll have to get an adapter for that. Otherwise, I have a pressure washer system over there, but I forgot most of the hoses for it. So again, this is pretty much what it looks like. I gotta fix one other thing, and then hopefully that fixes everything. I have a knock from the actuator inside the truck. So if you go in here, you drop this, and then underneath here, basically right in this area, there's an actuator. I actually have one to show you. So if I can open this up. On this truck, it looks like this. I think it goes in just like this, otherwise it goes in something like this. Either way, it goes in pretty much like this. There's 2 or 3 screws for it. Not sure if all these actual screws are held. If I'm correct, you basically have to have all of this either straight up or straight down, either way. But these are known to go bad and knock and make a whole bunch of weird sounds, which mine is currently knocking. Previous owner said that it needed to be replaced, so I just totally kind of forgot about it because you can't really hear it over the music. But if someone comes to buy the vehicle, I want as much little things fixed as possible. And it was like 50 bucks at my local parts store, so screw it. I'll do what I gotta do. And then, so that's the next thing I'm gonna do. Not really easy to show you guys, otherwise I would. But again, you drop that down. It's got 3 screws, basically a bunch of holes, 3 holes. So each one has a screw in it. And then, like I said, that has a screw in it, and then you just pull it down. And I should be able to replace it, and hopefully the knocking goes away. Other than that, this truck's pretty much well wrapped up. So as you guys can see, we obviously replaced the door. We replaced both taillights, the rear bumper. Let's see what else we did. We did both inner door handles right here. And then we also, running back here, we did the tailgate bezel that we fixed. And then what else did I do? New door armrests. Like I said before in the video, and we did a new headliner, and then I think I have a couple other things, but yeah, I mean, it really wasn't too bad of a build. Okay, sorry, wow, I don't mean to say build, because I know people on the internet go crazy on that too. It was a fun repair process. I brought the vehicle back to basically what factory is, minus rockers and cab corners, possibly underneath the bedsides, but if it's not growing over the fender wells, then it's pretty much good. Like I said, it just needs a good clean. The headlights need a buff. Once it's washed, it'll look much better. Hopefully the check engine light's gone. If check engine light's gone, this truck is mint, and then it should be going up for sale this weekend. Hopefully I'll get it sold when we get on to the next project. But that's an overview of what we did to this one. It's not very difficult to do once you get the basic tools. Again, you guys pretty much just watch the process of how I did it. I broke it down kind of step by step as I got parts in and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and, like I said, tackle the actuator real quick, and then after that we will jump into hopefully the next project. Otherwise we'll jump into some other content. I say it all the time, but I have Subaru parts. I actually have both sets of wheels here. I have a intake here. Let me show you. Let me move this out of the way. I have an AEM charge pipe, and then that's a Garrett top mount intercooler for the Subaru, and then some suspension goodies for the Subaru, and I slowly am ordering more. I got a whole bunch of carbon coming for it. So again, the only reason that I really don't make a lot of content on the Subaru in the winter, we don't have too many tools at the house, and I really, just because I have other vehicles, I know the Subaru can run in the winter. I don't really like to run the Subaru in the winter just because we have really nasty salt. And I like the car. I plan to keep the car for a few years, so I don't want to deal with any rust. I have a few spots of rust already from poor maintenance on previous owners, and I want to make the car an awesome show car, track car, a little bit of everything, but I want to keep it very, very nice condition, little to no rust. I might pick up another Subaru for daily in the winter and everything like that. Other than that, I like my trucks in the winter. As you guys can see, I've pretty much always owned either an F-150 or a Chevy 1500. So that's just how I roll. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We kind of went through a couple different things, and this is just kind of how my life goes and stuff goes with building vehicles and repairing vehicles and stuff like that. So I hope you guys are enjoying the content and learning something. I mean, yes, the other day we just did a rack and pinion on a vehicle, and then I'll show random things that I do outside of the business on here. I'm going to try and make a business channel for this shop and what we do here. But yeah, so that's pretty much what you guys will see of this one. You saw this one pretty much from start to finish. I might post up how much I sell it for, or a video of me selling it, but I kind of doubt it just because I don't know where it'll go. And I mean, if you guys want to try and flip vehicles, then go ahead. I kind of showed you the recipe. Look for a vehicle that you know has high comps, but you can get it for cheap, fix things for a simple, cheap price. You obviously need tools, people with some knowledge if you don't have any. Other than that, it's pretty simple. So without me rambling anymore, just boring you guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you guys stay for more content. We have some cool stuff on the way, huge things in the works. And honestly, whether I want to admit it or not, show season's right around the corner, which means we'll start going to we'll start going to shows and everything like that with the Subaru. Hopefully the Mini will be up and running. Have an update video on that one, so stay tuned for that. Check out my TikTok. I'll leave that in the link below, and check out, you know, my apparel and everything like that. Support the brand, help the channel grow. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.